Police warn pedophile hunters not to act as agent provocateur in bid to entrap offenders. A pedo-hunting Facebook page has been wrapped by police for trying to trap a man online. Lancaster Guardian, 13 April 2016. Police say they do not encourage people to act as agent provocateur in order to entrap offenders. Officers warned hunters online to stop pretending to be teenagers on website apps to catch pedophiles red-handed. Ryan Donaghy, one of the team behind Hunters, said they would comply with the police. But he defended the group's activities, saying, "Online grooming is a big problem and not enough is being done about it." Hunters online describe themselves as a group of people aiming to make our children aware of online grooming and pedophiles. Dad of one Mr. Donaghy, a self-employed DJ, an events promoter from Lancaster, said Hunters was set up by himself and a group of like-minded volunteers from across the UK, with Scotland, Belfast and Barnsley all represented. Mr. Donaghy's Crime Watch-style webcam videos warning people about child sex offenders and the dangers to kids of online apps have been viewed thousands of times. The police warning came after Hunters posed as a 15-year-old girl on an internet app and a 28-year-old man began to talk to them. The conversation was broadcast live on the group Facebook page and watched by horrified parents. The viewers wanted to see how far this individual would go, said Mr. Donaghy. The guy said, "Come and meet me at a club in Manchester." We replied saying, "I'm 15 years old, I can't." He said he'd ring a taxi for her. He was pushing for the girl to meet him. He started going in depth about what he wanted to do to this girl. It got a bit dangerous. I felt out of my depth, so I called the police straight away. We had all this evidence. They were very helpful, but they didn't know enough about what I was doing and if any laws had been broken, so they told us to stop doing it. We will take that on board. We don't want to disrespect the police. We understand the police don't like people doing this because it could put people in danger. But we find that the police have different opinions across the country. Some have told us we're not breaking any laws, so what are we doing wrong? I want to tell parents to be careful. You can go on these apps and within 10 seconds guys will pop up and start conversations like this. I really want to bring awareness to it. I would advise all parents to check their children's phones, and if there is an app on there they don't know, delete it. Hunters is trying to raise money through crowdfunding for a poster campaign. As we went to press, they had raised £75 towards a target of £1,000. I feel there isn't enough going on to deal with this kind of behavior, said Mr. Donaghy. There are campaigns about drink driving and no smoking, but where are the campaigns to stop online grooming? He said Hunters was a not-for-profit page run by volunteers. A statement on the Hunters page says, "When conducting our investigations, we never approach anybody first. Instead, we set up a profile and wait for messages. When we receive a message, we reply immediately and tell them that we are underage. When talking to anyone, we always try to avoid sexually explicit conversation. We act young and uneducated on the subject, and we never encourage sexual chat or sexual behavior. Some people are skeptical about what we do and how we do it. We're not vigilantes who operate above the law, we're concerned citizens who work closely with the police to help effect change and to keep our children safe. We will continue to work to catch these sexual predators who terrorize our children, and we'll do our best to bring awareness to the epidemic our children are facing online today." A police spokesman said, "We urge absolute caution before anyone considers such activity, and would ask that people have confidence in the police and other law enforcement in our prioritization in tackling grooming and child abuse, whether that be on or offline. We would always ask the public to contact us at the earliest opportunity if they suspect such behavior rather than take the law into their own hands. We do not encourage the public to act as agent provocateur in order to entrap offenders. When they do such, Individual activities can have significant pitfalls such as the potential to compromise ongoing investigations, which could in turn negate or compromise months of investigative work. The activities can also cause vulnerable individuals to be placed at serious risk of harm. Whilst we understand the concerns regarding the internet activity of pedophiles and subsequent dangers that they present to children, we can assure members of the public that we are committed to targeting dangerous offenders, be it online or elsewhere. The police act both covertly and overtly to identify online criminality on a daily basis, as well as work closely with partners to ensure that children are educated regarding the risks posed online. Further information on staying safe online is available at http://www.cop.gov.uk. http://www.thinkyouknow.co.uk. What follows now are two versions or two false versions of this ISIS story. First is November 2022. Second is the 2016 version. Both are different and with discrepancies. Another manipulation or a bad memory.
He said, I'm definitely going, we're going to stop this man. Because this guy wanted to meet a 15-year-old or 13-year-old kid, yeah. So wanted to stop this man. And then next thing, they come knocking again. Oh, we forgot some paperwork. And then it was like, we don't want you to go. You're definitely not going, are you? I said, no, I'm not going. He went, don't be going like this. Like there was proper obsessed, just directly telling me. Anyway, the police car was still outside. It was an undercover car, yeah. And the next thing, they went, I go back live again, saying, they've been again, they've told me not to go. Everyone was on the stream. You just go. Fuck what they say. And then next thing, we get another knock on the door, and they went, look, we've been watching your stream. We know fine well that you planned on going. This is the reason why we don't want you to go. I said, why? He went, the guy you're going to meet, he is wanted for us on the terrorism list. What? He went, what if that guy you're going to meet today pulls out a gun and shoots someone? I said, what? He went, what if? I said, if you know this guy's that much of a risk, why are you not picking him up? Why not? He said, I can't tell you what we're doing with him, but all we need to know is that you're not going to go meet this guy because he's a very dangerous man. And I'm like, what? So I'm thinking all this time, I was like, nah, I'm definitely going. We was having this guy on, obviously thinking that he was going to meet a child. So I just fucking fell into the chair and I said to the officer, I said, what? He went, honestly, you can't go. And I'm like, shit. I did realise, obviously, it was serious. Anyway, this hit the newspapers, The newspapers got in touch. Now, as it states, officers warn hunters online to stop pretending to be teenagers on a website app to catch paedophiles red-handed. Ryan Donner from Lancaster, one of the team behind the hunters, said that they would comply with the police. We had to comply. And I'll be honest, guys, picture this: the first ever person we ever try and catch, he ends up becoming a fucking terrorist. But he defended the group's activity, which I did, saying online grooming is a big problem and not enough is being done about it, which there isn't. Hunters online describe themselves as a group of group of people who are aiming to make our children aware of online grooming and paedophiles. So I just wanted to put that into context, yeah. We've heard that people are taken out of context, but that's exactly what's happened. Guys, I'm staying in my lane. I'm not going to argue with anybody, yeah, but it's looking very pathetic now what others are doing. But like I say, I don't know what's the problem. I don't know whether it's becoming I think you can all understand what I'm trying to say here, but they're trying to get a rise out of me. I'm not going to get, there ain't going to be a rise out of me, no matter what's going on. And no matter what's being said, but I just wanted to, I think it's important that you guys know the full story of what's happened there. And, course paedophiles wrong. Course fucking catching online hunters is wrong. You know, catching paedophiles, you know what I mean? Of course we need to stop this shit. And let me tell you, I just want to put it into perspective again. If there's anything to do with paedophilia or anything like that with children, with Sonny,
welcome. If you're watching this on replay, please do me a favour and share this broadcast, guys. I've got contact. What's happening with the police thing, Ryan? Police thing, I've not heard nothing back from him. Obviously, I'm off now, Ryan. Always tuning into your live feed. See you soon. Cheers, Jake. Cheers, bro. Thank you very much, man. Good night, Jake. Everyone say good night to Jake, guys. So obviously, what I am going to say is this. If you are new let me rewind that. On my newsfeed, before Hunters was created, we used to do this, okay? And the reason why we set up Hunters is because the impact it created on my page, on my Facebook page. So we did it for a couple of nights, and we found people find it very interesting. So we were doing the live broadcasting thing, and we got talking to a guy from Manchester who, shout out to Josh Smith, how's it going, buddy? Talking to a guy from Manchester, and this guy wanted to meet what he believed was a 15-year-old girl. He was from Afghanistan, but he lived in Manchester. He wanted to take her to this place called Shisha, okay, Shisha, and it's a place obviously where they smoke and drink and whatever. And so obviously we got in the conversation, and he was saying, and I said, look, I'm grounded, I'm not allowed out. He said, well, why don't you just sneak out the house? I used to do it when I was a child. You know, sneak out your kitchen window, and I'll meet you around the corner, blah, 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 all this carry on. So and then obviously, it got a little bit out of our depth, to be honest, because this guy was really forceful. He went on to saying he wanted to have anal sex with his child. He wanted her to bring protection. No, she said, well, I've never done it before. He said, don't worry, I'll use protection. He was saying all these kind of disgusting, vile stuff. And then it got serious. Because what we thought was just a paedophile, we've now later found out he's got ties with ISIS. By his brother's profile picture, we've seen what we believe, you know, it's not official, but what we believe he has some kind of connection with ISIS. So his brother's profile picture on Facebook, he had some kind of flag behind him or whatever it were, and he held a gun up in his hand as well. With the, you know, so he had some kind of ties with ISIS because he was from that part of Afghanistan, so wherever he was from, Turkey or whatever, I don't know. So anyway, so obviously the police got involved. The police came out. I had to give them over the evidence. We did a statement, and the police instructed me not, and repeat, not to go there. I think they was ready for locking me up because it was that worried that I was going to turn up to this guy, turn up to meet this guy. Bearing in mind, if I turned up and confronted this guy, what would have happened? Could have been a few things that happened. People like them don't care about dying. So what could have happened? Other people could have got hurt. I could have got hurt. They could have got hurt. You know. So we had to rein it in. CID came to my house 3 times that day to make sure I weren't going. They came in the morning. They came in the afternoon. They came in the evening to make sure I was in. They almost house arrested me. You know, they didn't want me to go out. They didn't want me to go out. So, and they was always telling me, look, you cannot go and meet this guy. You cannot go and meet him, you know. So, obviously I took the advice, and this is where we are. So when I rang up the day after, fuming, I was raging. I was like, listen, I did all your work. I put all the investigation together. I put everything together, right? All you had to do is go and arrest him. That's all you had to do is go and arrest him. And voila, what did you do? You did nothing. Didn't go and arrest him on the day. I'm yet to find out what's going on with the case, and whether it be I've got to go to Crown Court. They did say what he's in there was definitely arrestable, and it'll be going to Crown Court. So he has been arrested, but it's just whether he's pleaded guilty or whatever. One of the questions a lot of people ask about this situation is this: will he get away with it because he didn't understand our language? And the police said, look, no, that doesn't wash. If you went over to where they're from and did something there, you get life. They're not going to go because you didn't understand us. You get to know the law in that country, and that's they said something like the law of the land. You should know that. So yeah. So that's that's that. But it's and like I said, so now we're in this position now where the whole media is behind us in a way. It's like they want to talk about us. They want us to be a talking point because nobody else around here, around the north, or obviously. Stinson Hunter, he's doing it, and obviously there's a few other guys from Newcastle there doing it as well. He understood enough to tell the 50-year-old, and that's a good point, Imogen. And that's when they was reading the texts, they were saying, no, he definitely knows what he's doing. But some of the stuff he was saying in the text messages, believe me, it was absolutely disgusting. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. As soon as I find out, believe me, I'll be broadcasting everything. If I get told I have to go to Manchester Crown Court, which they said that's probably where I'm going to be. You guys will be witnessing everything, obviously not in the courtroom, but as I go into the court, go out of the court, everything, whether he got pleaded guilty, not guilty, you guys will know everything. Sick or just wrong. So that's why it's important that you guys tell your friends and family about this page, because you are going to be seeing insights of stuff you probably wouldn't see on Stinson Hunter, things you wouldn't see anywhere else. We really are broadcasting this live, 156 viewers and only 81 shares. So guys, please do me a favour, everyone click that share button. Can't actually say that to someone. Shout going out to Stevie Dixon. Oi oi. So yeah, if you can, please click the share button, guys. How many shares have we got now? Where are we at now with it? Need people helping in Manchester. See, there may come a time, guys, where we need to set up divisions in different cities. Because obviously it may come a time when we might have to, but at the minute the way we formed is nice. But Stinson Hunter does not communicate with viewers and have proper conversations. No, not really. It does do a little bit, but it doesn't like we are now. We're talking in a good steady conversation. I will happily be classed as a racist for speaking the truth. And that's the thing, they always try and put that racist card in, don't they, all the time. I mean, now we're not allowed to sing Blah Blah Black Sheep anymore, and all this carry on, do you know what I mean? We're not allowed to do any of that kind of behaviour. It's just crazy how it's turned out. It really is.